What's going on, YouTube? I sure hope everyone is having a wonderful day today. And where are my forever advancing yourself people? You all know how we do this thing. We take it from level to level to level to level. Yes, I have my little fishing pole here to keep my cats off of the table. The last time when I went live, the cats jumped all up on top of the computer. So now I got to keep them off. Move back now. I got to have something to keep these cats off. But what I'm going to do today, I will be propagating a white angel trumpet, which is a Brooks Mansia. And I'm just going to take you all along with me. I'm not going to move anything. I'm afraid to move the camera around or the computer around because I'm just afraid that it may disconnect something and I will lose my connection and I will lose this entire live stream. And what I want to share with you all, I will be using some rooting hormone today. I'll be using some rooting hormone to help to get the cutting to start rooting. And I just have my shearers, whatever you want to call them, but I'm going to be cutting on this white angel trumpet, which is located in my greenhouse. So I'm going to step away for a moment. I don't know if you all will be able to see me inside of this greenhouse or not, but I believe so. So just bear with me a moment as I go in here. Move back, chill, Daddy. I have it covered up in plastic. Just gonna put this out the way. And I have this is pretty big. It's a fairly large angel trumpet. But I want to get a nice size cutting off of it, and so I can propagate it. And really, I'm propagating this cutting for a friend of mine. So I'm gonna disappear for a moment because I don't want to move the laptop around, and hopefully the cat won't jump on the laptop this time. So here we go. That's a yellow one. Let's see. That's a pretty good stuff here too. Some really nice size pieces. I think I'm gonna do 2 cuttings. So I got my cuttings. From my Brooks Mansia plant. You have to remember which end to put down in the soil, which end to put the rooting hormone on also. So the way I usually distinguish it, it just seems like there are some stems that stick up all along the shaft of the cutting. And I go from, it seems like the larger part should be toward the bottom of the cutting, and it get narrow or smaller at the top of the cutting. So that's how I tell the top from the bottom or the bottom from the top. So even when I lay them out on the table here, what I'll be doing, I'm just going to put them in a certain, I'm going to lay them down a certain way here, and let's just see, will you all still be able to see what's going on, because it's kind of difficult. I think what I need to do now, I'm going to take the majority of the leaves off. I'm just going to clip them off because I need all that energy to go into actually growing the new plant. So I'm just going to take the leaves off. I'm going to take everything off. And I may even cut another part of the cutting. This is the first time that I've ever propagated a piece that this large, to be honest with you. But I want to do an experiment to see. I know you're supposed to cut the leaves like half in 2. I'm going to take the majority of the leaves off, okay, of this cutting. Just bear with me. I'm just going to take them off. And clip most of them off. So this is what I'm going to be propagating. I just want to see, can I propagate a large piece with the other stalks coming off of it and everything, and see what's going to happen. Because usually angel trumpets are fairly easy to propagate. They're fairly easy to propagate, okay? And I'm just getting back. I had to run some errands, and I got to do some training, and I don't have time to go and change into my work clothes. So I'm going to use this size cutting right here. This is the size cutting I'm going to be using. So first of all, what I'm going to do, I already have my soil. Let me show you. I don't want anything to fall over. I have my potting soil right here, all mixed up for this cutting. I already got it together. And the next thing that I'll be doing, this is a cup of water, okay? And anytime I'm propagating something, let me get the rest of these little new leaves off. And I'm gonna do this here quickly so I can go on and get this in the soil. I always wet the tip. I always use some water, and I wet the tip of my cutting first. Then I get my root boost, whatever you want to call it. You can use any type of rooting hormone, okay? And I just shake it around. I have gloves on. Some people put their mask on, some people don't. And I just shake it around in here and tap it off. Put about that much rooting hormone on the plant. About that much, if you can see it. I'm trying to put it in the camera. Put about that much on there. And let me put the top back on here, because in case the cats try to jump up, I won't lose everything. And I'm going to go on and let's see, let me try something here. I don't want to just mess up everything, you know. It'll be horrible, wouldn't it? I'm just going to put my pot right here. Maybe you all can see a little bit more of what's going on. So I have my pot here. I already have my hole inside of my soil, which is soil from my compost bin. All of this is my soil from my compost bin, which is right over here in the corner of my backyard. And I don't want to mess up anything. So here's the cutting, once again with the rooting hormone on it. Here's my bucket, of course. I think you can see part of it. And I'm just going to put it down in the middle, and I'm going to press the soil around the stalk or the branch, whatever you want to call it. And I press it around there nice and firm so the air pockets can get out of there. And I'll just cover it up, kind of tap it down a little bit, and voila. I just propagated a white angel trumpet from the Brooks Mancia family. So in gardening and farming or what have you, there's going to be times that you're going to have to propagate things, or else you'll just continue to spend your money for different plants over and over again. So it's always good to know how to propagate things. And I will be removing some more of these leaves off, because I want to know actually when I start receiving some really new growth on this plant from the actual propagation. And I don't want to be confused about what I'm looking at right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to remove all of these new buds off of this particular piece here. And that way, when I see something new on here, I'm going to know for sure that this thing is starting to root. I want to know that it's starting to root up. Okay? I just want to know that it's starting to root again. And so what I'm doing, I'm just pinching these, I'm just pinching it off. I'm just pinching it off. And like I said, this is my first time ever growing one large like this. So I'm just taking all the new growth off, and I'm going to water it. Like right now. Let me get it away from my computer though. I'm going to water it so the growing process can start. So that is just one cutting. The second cutting I'm going to get ready to do it also, but I'm going to have to leave the camera. I'm going to take the new growth off of this here cutting right here, and I'm going to do the same thing. So you all just bear with me a moment. I'm going to step away over to my wheelbarrow where my potting soil is already mixed up, and I hope the cats don't jump up on my computer. And I'm going to take this here with me. I have a bucket already ready. Got me a bucket, and I'm going to go right over here, and I'm going to pack it with some compost so I can propagate another limb from the White Brooks Mansia Angel Trumpet plant. And I'll be right back. Stay. And I'm back. That didn't take long, did it? That did not take long at all. I'm just picking out some things from the compost. I'm going to pack down my compost mixture. I'm just going to pack it down so it can be a little firm. I'm not packing it down real hard. Let me let you all see. I just have the container right here, and I'm just pressing the soil down gently. And I'm going to put a hole in the middle of it with my little shovel here. Okay? And now it makes a nice smooth hole right in the center. These cats are jumping around playing. So it makes a nice smooth hole right in the center. And I'm just going to keep it right there, because if I keep on moving things, I'm going to mess something up. And of course I still have the rooting hormone out. I'm going to take the lid off. Okay. And here's my cutting. I have to look at it to make sure I didn't flip it over any kind of way, so I can know that this is the bottom and this is the top of it. And a lot of times this is what I go by. I look at the buds coming up from the growing shaft. These things are like they stick upward. If you had it down like this here, that's not right. It's upside down. So I flip it back up, because these things grow out where the buds and the leaves come out of these little bud areas. So this is the bottom and this is the top. So what I'll do, here's my water again. Cat's playing. Got my water, and I'm just going to wet the tip. Just wet it. Just wet the tip. This is the way I propagate. And I get my rooting hormone. Okay? Shake it around in here. Shake it around. Shake it. Get it all around the bottom. I'm about to run out. I need some more. And just place it nice and easy right in the middle. Press the soil around the base of it. Make sure the soil is tight. Well, not really tight, but firm around the bottom of your cutting. Okay? And what I'm going to do, since the weather is getting cold, I'm going to get a plastic bag, and I'm going to put a plastic bag over the top of both of these plants, okay, to keep as much heat on the inside, because I turn the heat on in the greenhouse at night if the temperature is like 35 degrees, because I don't like taking chances on the temperature dropping down to freezing, and then I'll lose my plants. So I do appreciate you all watching, and don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe to the video, to my channel, because what is going to happen, I will be able to, you will be notified. You will be notified whenever I go live. And I just try to teach different things. I don't have very much time today to teach very long, but you know, some teaching is better than none at all. But I just wanted to show you all how I propagate my white angel trumpet plants. And they don't take very long to start growing at all. And I was just reaching over here messing with this other plant, which is out of the view of the camera really. But this is the second plant that I propagated here. And I appreciate you all watching. And wow, my forever advancing yourself people. You all know how we do this thing. We take it from level to level to level to level. Take it to the next level, and I'll see you the next time. Peace.